Hey, I'm Greg Locklear with the adoption law firm and our sister law firm, McClure & Associates. I want to talk to you today about legal issues pertaining to grandparents. Grandparents have always been the bedrock of many families, embodying wisdom, traditions, and unwavering love. That was certainly the case in my family when I was a child, and is the case for my children. Now that I've become a grandparent, I hope to serve in that role for my new grandbaby. More and more, we are seeing grandparents having to step in and take on untraditional and more significant roles in the lives of their grandchildren. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, over 2.5 million children in this country are being raised by grandparents or other relatives. More than 65,000 children in Alabama are being raised by grandparents. That's according to the Children's Defense Fund. That number is even higher when you take into account grandchildren being supported and cared for by grandparents, even though a biological parent is present in the home. Why is this the case? Well, there are a myriad of reasons. Among them are unforeseen tragedies like the death of a parent, unexpected life events like severe illness or disability of a parent, or a parent abandoning a child, financial hardships that render parents unable to care for their children, illicit drug use and dependency, or even crippling mental health issues involving parents. If you're a grandparent and find yourself caring for one or more grandchildren for these or other reasons, you're not alone. Caring for your grandchildren may involve considering a number of legal options for the best interest of your grandchildren in order to protect them, bring safety, security, continuity, and stability to their lives. I want to briefly mention a few things that grandparents may want to consider depending upon their circumstances. First, power of attorney. A grandparent power of attorney is a legal instrument that allows a grandparent to temporarily assume certain decision-making responsibilities for a grandchild. A power of attorney may be an option, for instance, when a parent is temporarily unable to care for a child due to illness or job assignment. It typically provides authority to make decisions concerning the child's education, medical needs, and daily well-being. The child's parent or parents usually grant this power, and it is distinct from a transfer of legal custody or guardianship. The second option is legal guardianship. Legal guardianship provides a formal arrangement where a court appoints a grandparent to care for a minor child when parents are unable to do so. Guardianship is more of a permanent arrangement than a power of attorney and limits repeated disruption to the child's home environment. Legal guardians can consent to medical treatment, enroll a child in school, obtain documents like birth certificates for a child, and prevent parents from taking a grandchild from your home without the court's approval. Other options are physical custody or legal custody. Under certain circumstances, it may be wise to have a physical custody agreement. Physical custody determines where a child lives and who handles his daily care. Gaining physical custody would involve an informal agreement with natural parents to care for children in their home without legal or court-ordered authority, but it does not authorize decision-making authority. For that, you may need a court to grant legal custody. Seeking legal custody of a child comes into play when the parents are unfit, have abandoned the child, are deceased, or in order to prevent harm to the child. A petition would be filed with a court to grant you legal custody, giving you legal authority to make all decisions regarding a child's upbringing, including but not limited to decisions related to education, health care, and religious training. Another option is adoption. Sometimes it's in the best interest of the child for the grandparents to legally adopt a grandchild. Adoption provides a legal, permanent connection that will endure for a lifetime and provides permanency and continuity that would contribute to a child's physical, social, emotional development, and overall well-being. An adoption terminates the rights of the natural parents and permanently vests grandparents with all of the rights necessary to provide for the care of the grandchild including the right to make decisions about the child's education, religious upbringing, medical care, and other important areas of their lives. Lastly, I want to talk to you about grandparent visitation. There are, unfortunately, sometimes situations where grandparents are being prevented from seeing their grandchildren. Under certain circumstances set out in the law, a court may grant visitation to a grandparent if visitation is deemed to be in the best interest of the child. This is just an overview of options and decisions that grandparents might find themselves contemplating. Grandparents hold a special place in the hearts of folks here at the adoption law firm and McClure & Associates. If you need help navigating decisions on how to take action that's in the best interest of your grandchildren, give us a call. From one grandparent to another, we would love to talk to you.